Okay, you guys, welcome to the Succulent Home with me, Melissa. You're gonna hear a lot of yard work going on. My neighbors has their gardener out, but I wanted to show you what's going on and what I do in the process when this sun starts beating so hot and the heat is causing sunburn to my succulents, or even some cacti, and my aloe. Let me just show you, and then I'm going to also show you what I've been doing when it comes to how I'm shading them. Okay, so as we can see, these little babies that I have here to propagate, well, they actually were pups that came off of their mom. So these look like they're doing good. Actually, I'm surprised they're not like real burned because I don't have them sun blocked at all. This one looks like it's doing okay with the sun. You could see a little bit of some dry, but that could just be part of the heat, you know, the sunburn, or just, you know, a little dehydrated. But these are on a drip system, so. This right here, if you can look closer right here, this is a little bit of a sunburn from when water builds up in one spot and then the sun hits it. I don't want to touch it too much because it does have that perennia, however you say it, the sunscreen on here, so I don't want to touch too much. This is a cacti that bloomed and now it has a weed. Let me try to pull the weed out. Let me bring you out so you can see. I need to go get my gloves, but here's a weed for you. So these look like they are getting a lot of sun. These were blooms. Obviously they're done now, so I need to take those off. That aloe, that's what I want to show you. Okay, so you see how like the aloes are turning, they're turning colors a little bit really bright. I also want to check out to make sure they're not getting too much water, because they do get watered every day. And the soil's not really wet. Okay, so that's good. Let's put some rock right here. So the rock protects the bottom of them from the soil so they don't get like a rot right underneath it. That one looks okay. Back there is the Ponytail Palm. You could see in the Ponytail Palm that it looks really dry. It gets lots of water. So that's pretty much from just the heat. Aloes, blue elf aloes, those do really well with direct heat and sun. As you can see, there's very little, if none, as far as burn goes. This right here is from the bloom. These are just easy to pull out after they bloom. You just pull them and they just lift from the base. You know, you just pull, look at, see? And they just come right out. And they bloom that orangey turquoise. If you haven't seen a previous update of this video of showing you my succulent garden, then go check that out because you'll see the colors of them. You can see some burn right over here. So unlike the other agave on the other side, that bigger one that I showed you with the spot, this one looks a little burned right here on that side. That has that burn water drop. These are on a drip system again, so they do get water. If you do a rock garden, as long as you have the rocks going right underneath, it could kind of protect the leaves. This actually was a really short baby. It's grown tall. Okay, now let's get to my aloes. You can see the sunburn, especially from where the water has set. See, you see that water drop? That's because they get watered in the morning real early before the sun. This bloomed before the sun can start beating on them, but you see the frying of it. So today I need to go and get some more shade cloth, and I'm going to show you the shade cloth that I use before I go out. So I need to come in here and I need to get one of those like baby nose booger suckers and blow it so that it can get all this water off too, you know, because when the sun starts, because these are beautiful, but I didn't know that they would experience so much burn. I thought they would get more reddish in color, but not burn. These ones look like they're almost getting like a lime yellow. And again, I'll see all this burn? Let me look close. So if you're experiencing sun damage, sunburn, it could be that water is setting in. And when the sun comes, it's like a magnifying glass that makes it more intense. Because as you can see, it's in certain spots. Even right here. I think this one, look at how this feels. To me, this feels like it might be getting a little bit too much water from this section. And look at, I just pulled that off. Now that's rot. That's water rot. That's not anything to do with the sunburn. So I'm going to have to get these not getting so much water all the time. So I'm going to have to talk to my husband about the drip system so we don't have to lose any of them. Yeah, it might be getting too much water. And then the sun, too much sun, and then it's totally counterproductive. It's not helping in any kind of way. So I'm going to get shade cloth for those, as well as getting some of this water to not go so much. And I need to come out here and pull some weeds, you guys. Just come up. The flapjacks, loving it. Loving the direct sun, you guys. You cannot go wrong with these kalanchoes when it comes to a lot of heat. Now, do you see how that water is just, so that could have caused sunburn. And that's what I think is happening with those aloes. So here goes some baby aloes that I have. Same version, but the same thing is going on. So these I definitely need to create a shade barrier for them. Oh, it's just not good. So, and again, I need to come out here and do some things before I go get my nails done. Oh man. It's satisfying, yet you got to find time to do it. Okay, let me just leave that right there. Let me show you how I shade. You can see this is the shade cloth. I opt for the dark one, the really dark one. You can get a light one, you can. I have it covering these aloes right here, okay? Because I don't want them to get sunburned. You can see right in there, there's some water buildup. I need to come out. So I cover those. I stretch it out right here. I need to get more to reach because look at my aeoniums. Sunburned, guys, sunburned. But if I had the shade cloth right above there, it wouldn't get like that. My yucca is experiencing some sunburn. And look, totally sunburned, you guys. Sunburned. Look at this. It's sad, but this is what's happening. And too much water. So too much water and sunburn. So we're going to be pulling this one out, you guys. I mean, I have to. Look at sunburned. Sunburn, sunburn. Kalanchoe. Sunburn. See that? Look at this. Not cute. Look at how beautiful it was. So this has gotten rot because of too much water. Look at that. Way too much water. So might as well just try and pull it up. Look at the rooting system on that. So we're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. Not good. Look at how fried they got. So I need to go get some more shade cloth. Look at. Not cool. Not cool. Look at. Definitely need to come out here and get some weeds. I've been really busy, so it's gotten the best of me. This isn't what I want. Doesn't look beautiful in any kind of way. Neither does these. So in spring, these were gorgeous. These are all dried out from blooms, but this was gorgeous. And now it looks like not great, not great. So I'm gonna go get some more shade cloth. I'm gonna take you over here. Let me show you. I'm hoping it's picking it up. The cacti looks okay. You can see some sunburn if you get real close right there and inside there. This is an euphorbia, it's not a cactus. I forget the name of this euphorbia, but that's what it is. This looks great. The aloes look great. Those euphorbias don't look too bad. Need to make sure it's not getting too much water. Doesn't appear to be rot. I don't see any rot. Those look okay. The cacti could use some more water because that's not on a drip system. These aloes need another shade cloth too. You can see some frying right here. Might as well get this on here. Okay, those look really good. The more water for those do good. It's growing actually. That cactus looks good. That already had a bloom. This agave looks great. Those aloes. So I would encourage you, if you're gonna do a rock garden, it's really hot. It's a lot of heat. Get a lot of aloe, blue elf aloes. They do pretty good. I'm not mad at those. The elephant bush looks like it's adjusting. It's doing okay. You don't see any burns on the elephant bush, but you do on the other succulents, kalanchoe that's by it. So just goes to show, you know, every specimen's different, and this is trial and error for me. My big cactus cholas, it loves the heat. Perfect for desert if you lived in the desert, or if you get if you live in an area where it gets really hot in the hundreds. Sun feels really like you're in the desert, but you don't. Big chola there, she does good. This basically it's an aloe. It's not a trailing aloe, but they do grow tall. Does great, but look at my aeoniums. That was me just trying to see how they would go. That needs a shade cloth, or don't put them up here. This euphorbia is going great. Looks good, and it's growing. So we'll go ahead and leave that. Over here, aloe again, blue elf aloe. It's doing great. That's not a sticks on fire, but that euphorbia, it's doing great, just like the other side. It's not turning the bright red or coral like I thought it was. In the back, my sticks on fire is very much coral color and orange. Those euphorbias are doing good. I can come out here and give that some water because those look a little dehydrated. This euphorbia looks like it actually looks similar to a San Pedro cactus. But it's out here and it looks great. This is doing all great so far in there. I see a little bit of some burn right here. So those just don't do good for real heat. So I might take those out. This Opuntia is doing great. It actually has grown pretty big pads on it since I planted them. So those do good here. We knew that. My flapjacks are growing wide, looking really good. I got the snail's bait on the inside. And look at what's right here. I can see another snail, but did you see how it's dead? That's because it's eating that snail bait. So if you're having trouble with, you know, snails trying to kill your kalanchoe or aeoniums or flapjacks, then make sure you get some snail bait right in the middle of it. And just like me, it'll get them before they get you. So those look great. Again, they're turning that red color. They're still growing as well. Sorry. They're still growing as well. So they're doing good. That's another good one for the heat. What you see on top, like right here, those little spots, like that one right there, that's from water settling. And then the sun, like I said earlier, gets to sunburning them because it's like a magnifying glass. Those aloes, those are doing pretty good, but it gets the morning sun, but not the afternoon sun. So because this tree that it's in front of, this palm tree, helps protect it. This agave, good choice. It can handle the heat. This elephant bush is growing crazy since putting it here. So that agave, the elephant bush, it's just growing like crazy. It was not this big, you guys, but look at how much room it's taking right up here. Look at that. This is a kalanchoe in the back, right here in the middle. That's doing good, and that doesn't seem to get too fried. If anything, it's just turning like some darker maroonish colors in the leaves. These are doing good. This is a Starfish Aloe, I believe, and it turns a really bright red. I could be wrong with the starfish, but it is an aloe. It turns really bright red, and that looks good, and that's a good choice as well. So I might be going back to Lowe's here and there, and the ones that I see that are getting more burned, I might replace them. Here goes the same one. This one looks good. I'm going to leave it, and then my flapjack over here is doing well. Looks really good. Really, really good. That sunburn, again, that was from water settling. The other urns that I got. These ones, I've been keeping the shade cloth, and sometimes when I come here, oh, let me tell you, it is not good because this is blown off. Okay, look at the burn. So I came and it was like sunburned because I had, it fell off. I'm sad. You know, it takes a lot of work to do what we do. A lot of sunburn right here. I knew this was going to happen if I didn't stay on top of the shade cloth. So, what do I do? There's nothing I can do. Over here, this one's doing so great. Look at this euphorbia. Is just loving this spot. It gets sun, morning sun, afternoon sun. I cover this one too. Look at this. Look at that. I think I just did the shade cloth just too late. So back to the drawing board, but obviously these aloes do good. So I might just switch up what's in here. The elephant bush, this too, it doesn't get fried. It loves the direct sunlight. So it's just like, I don't know. The other one was an elephant, I think a jade. A jade bush, but this is an elephant bush. Could be wrong. Leave a comment. Let me know. You know what? Such is life. Things like this happen. You got to roll with the punches. And when it doesn't go your way, then you just have to say, you know what, Lord? Help me find another way. Help me give me the insight, the knowledge, and the wisdom to know what to do next time. You know, even in the little things like this, you know, I'm seeking God's advice, you know, give me wisdom, you know, and a lot of times it's through you guys that he leads me to, and I get some really good pointers from you guys in the comment section, or when I look at your videos as well, to my fellow YouTubers. See, even this jade, it does good. These trailing aloes, so I might just add more of that and this, and not have any of these kind of succulent echeverias or sensiverias as well, because the sensiverias seem to get burned too, even though that sensiverias are supposed to be hardy. This silver, I don't think these are, I think these are silver dollars, not silver spoons, but they have so much of this white, that sunscreen producing on them, that they don't get really sunburned at all, if any, because they just have so much of it. So I try not to touch it at all, so I can keep it on there and keep it okay. I've actually brought some over here. My girl over here is really dehydrated. I need to give it some water. But I moved this. See this? I moved these under my porch covering because they were already starting to get a little sunburned. So these are kalanchoes. These are the ones with the teddy bear kalanchoe, the tuxedo kalanchoe, the soldier kalanchoe. They all have that furry texture to them, and the copper spoons. This is the Mexican oregano. These are doing good. These don't get a lot of sun, but for some reason over here, I don't know if they're getting a lot of sun from over here, or I moved it too late. So this is from moving it too late. I know that for sure. That I think I overwatered this too much, because look at total rot right here. So I think this was stupid of me to put it in here. Well, I shouldn't say that. Don't be negative to yourself, you guys. But this one over here, I moved because it was giving too much sun, and so I was protecting it. I moved it too late. As you can see, these are fried. These are aeoniums, you guys, and you guys already know they go dormant in summer. So it was just, I should have known better, but didn't. I can see a millibug right here. I need to come and spray it before it goes anywhere else. Not quite sure how it is. Look at, it's fried, but hey, you lose some. It's a casualty. I'm not gonna trip. I'm not gonna get upset, and I'm just going to probably push it more in the corner right there. These are doing all well. They're actually outstretching. So this damage came all from being out in the front on that one step right there. And so too much just direct sunlight. So now I'm going to clean all of this up, but I just wanted you to see how it's been going at the Succulent home during summer, and trying to keep my babies from frying. Well, you guys, I love you. God bless you, and I hope you continue to enjoy your summer, and make sure you go and protect your succulents. See this? Oh, that's from overwatering. Oh man. Yeah, I probably overwatered this way too much. Note to self, don't overwater either during summer, okay? Well, God bless, guys. Till the next video. Bye.